Beneath the freezing Arctic ice, a silent predator moved undetected. It was the USS Nautilus, the world's first nuclear-powered submarine. But beyond its historic voyages and groundbreaking technology, whispers of hidden operations and Cold War secrets have left historians and military experts wondering what really happened aboard the Nautilus. Today, we uncover the untold story of this legendary vessel, the daring missions, the secret technology, and the lingering mysteries that still raise eyebrows decades later. The birth of a revolution. The Nautilus was no ordinary submarine. Before its launch, submarines had one major limitation. They had to surface frequently to recharge their batteries. This made them vulnerable and severely limited their range. But then came a man named Captain Hyman G. Rickover, a visionary engineer who changed naval warfare forever. Rickover's idea: nuclear power. With a nuclear reactor, a submarine could stay submerged for weeks, even months, without needing to resurface. This was revolutionary. The ability to remain undetected for extended periods gave the U.S. Navy an edge in undersea warfare, making submarines not just stealthier, but also capable of strategic deterrence. In 1954, his vision became reality when the USS Nautilus was launched. The world had never seen anything like it: silent, stealthy, and practically unlimited in range. The launch of the Nautilus marked a turning point in military strategy, making traditional diesel-electric submarines seem obsolete. The Cold War was intensifying, and the U.S. now had a weapon that could patrol beneath the oceans indefinitely, posing a serious threat to adversaries. But what they didn't know at the time was just how far the Nautilus would push the boundaries of what submarines could do. The mission that changed everything. 4 years after its launch in 1958, the Nautilus embarked on its most daring mission yet, one that would cement its place in history. The goal? To travel beneath the Arctic ice and reach the North Pole, something no vessel had ever attempted. This mission wasn't just about proving the capabilities of nuclear submarines, it was a show of power in the Cold War. If the U.S. could operate submarines under the ice, it meant they could launch nuclear strikes from virtually anywhere without detection. The Arctic was a strategic region, and being able to navigate its waters undetected was a major advantage. As the Nautilus plunged into the darkness beneath the ice, tension ran high. The Arctic waters were unpredictable, and the pressure on the hull was immense. If anything went wrong, there was no rescue. But after 3 days of navigating the treacherous under-ice terrain, the Nautilus surfaced, having successfully reached the North Pole. It was a military and technological triumph. The U.S. Navy had proved that nuclear submarines could operate in extreme conditions, and the world took notice. But was that the only reason for the mission? Or was there something more classified about this historic journey? Some believe the mission was also a testbed for advanced sonar technology, allowing the U.S. to map previously uncharted regions of the Arctic seabed. The Battle of Midway Connection. The name Nautilus didn't originate with the nuclear submarine, it had been used before. In fact, an earlier USS Nautilus played a key role in one of World War II's most pivotal battles, the Battle of Midway. During the battle, the 1942 USS Nautilus, a Gato-class submarine, was instrumental in locating and attacking Japanese aircraft carriers. Though often overlooked, its actions forced enemy vessels into positions that ultimately led to the destruction of key ships, turning the tide of the war in favor of the Allies. This raises an eerie question. Did the new Nautilus, decades later, carry out classified operations with a similar impact? Were there missions we still don't know about, hidden beneath layers of Cold War secrecy? Some historians suggest that the legacy of the name Nautilus signified more than just a tribute. It symbolized a continuation of covert naval dominance, advanced technology, and hidden flaws. The Nautilus was an engineering marvel, but that doesn't mean it was perfect. The first of its kind nuclear reactor posed significant risks. There were reports of radiation leaks, technical malfunctions, and extreme temperatures inside the sub. Some crew members suffered from unexplained illnesses, raising suspicions that prolonged exposure to radiation might have been more dangerous than originally thought. Furthermore, While nuclear power allowed for incredible endurance, it also made the submarine an attractive target for Soviet spies. It's rumored that Soviet intelligence tried to gather information about Nautilus's propulsion system, believing it held the key to their own naval advancements. The technological secrets of Nautilus could have tipped the scales in the Cold War, making it a prime target for espionage. So, was the Nautilus truly unstoppable? Or did it have weaknesses that were kept out of the public eye? The Cold War Shadow Missions. Beyond the publicized missions, many believe the Nautilus was involved in classified operations that have never been declassified. One theory suggests that the submarine was used for intelligence gathering in Soviet waters, listening in on enemy communications, and mapping undersea territories that were previously unexplored. Some declassified documents hint at dangerous encounters with Soviet submarines, but details remain scarce. Another speculation? The Nautilus may have been used to test new underwater weapons, possibly even early prototypes of submarine-launched ballistic missiles. If true, this would mean the submarine played a far greater role in Cold War strategy than history books have let on. Was the Nautilus a simple explorer, or was it the tip of the spear in an underwater war that the world never saw? The sudden retirement was something covered up? For a vessel that had made history, the Nautilus had a surprisingly short service life. By 1980, it was decommissioned and turned into a museum in Groton, Connecticut. But some experts question why it was retired so quickly. Officially, the reason was simple. New submarines like the Los Angeles class had surpassed Nautilus in capabilities. But some believe there were other factors at play, such as undisclosed structural issues or classified incidents that led to its premature retirement. One former crew member even claimed that certain logs and mission details were never made public, fueling speculation that the Nautilus had participated in operations that the Navy didn't want anyone to know about. Could these classified missions have led to undisclosed damage or security risks that forced the submarine into early retirement? A legacy that still shapes naval warfare. Despite the mystery surrounding its final years, there's no denying that the Nautilus changed naval history. As the world's first nuclear-powered submarine, it revolutionized underwater warfare and reshaped global strategy. Every modern nuclear sub, from ballistic missile deterrents to fast attack boats, traces its origins to this pioneering vessel. Its ability to operate independently for weeks or months without refueling fundamentally altered the balance of power at sea. Even today, lessons from the Nautilus influence submarine technology. Advances in stealth, quieter propulsion, and nuclear endurance build on its innovations. Nuclear submarines remain among the most formidable tools in modern warfare, capable of striking undetected or gathering intelligence deep in enemy waters. What was once a limitation, underwater endurance, is now a standard, allowing subs to patrol unseen for months. But perhaps its greatest legacy is the mystery it left behind. Unlike most military technology, some aspects of the Nautilus's missions remain classified. Did it conduct covert operations never revealed to the public, encounters with Soviet subs, espionage missions, or secret technology tests? Why, decades later, does the US government still keep certain details hidden? Some believe the Nautilus played a role in still classified Cold War operations. Others speculate that it was involved in incidents too dangerous or controversial to disclose. Could records of top-secret undersea skirmishes exist? Evidence of unknown threats lurking in the deep? Or did it uncover something the world was never meant to know? For now, the truth remains elusive. The Nautilus may have retired, but the mysteries surrounding it endure, hidden beneath the surface, just like the vessel itself once was. What secrets remain? The USS Nautilus was more than a technological breakthrough. It symbolized Cold War intrigue and the arms race beneath the waves. Launched in 1954 as the first operational nuclear-powered submarine, it revolutionized naval warfare, making traditional diesel-electric submarines obsolete. Its ability to stay submerged for extended periods left adversaries scrambling to catch up. From becoming the first vessel to reach the North Pole beneath the ice to potential Cold War encounters with Soviet forces, much of its story remains unknown. Did it engage in secret intelligence missions or track enemy fleets? The answers may be buried in classified archives, forever hidden from public view. As for its hidden secrets, some believe the full story of the Nautilus could change our understanding of the Cold War, though perhaps the world isn't ready to hear it. Its legacy remains a symbol of both technological progress and the mysteries that still lie beneath the surface.